right. So, grand rising, good morning, however you say that wherever you are. Welcome to day 20 in the Sacred Mother Portal. And I am going to, ah, I'm sorry. My name is, don't mind me. My name is Sanahara. I'm a Chandra. And I'm really grateful to have you here. So, as normal, usual, I like to start out with breathing, breath. It's really important to me. So I'm going to take a nice deep breath in and out. Give me a chance to get into my body. Give you a chance to get into your body. So, if you'd like to, please join me in some breaths right now. So we'll do 3. And just take your time. Main thing for me is the idea of feeling it and bringing our awareness to our breath. So let's begin with a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Again, another deep breath in and breathe out. Another third breath in and breathe out. Now breathe at your own pace as we open up this conversation. So, it's been 20 days of doing this in this way. And I'm excited about it. I'm grateful for it. I'm proud of myself for all the reasons and all the ways that I could have and would have probably loved to have taken a moment. It feels good to have consistency here. And I wasn't sure. The last time I did a series was a 21-day journey to wholeness. And if that interests you, you can find that on YouTube. However, I'll tell you that this experience has been a little bit different. This Sacred Mother portal and embodying the energy of the Divine Mother and bringing that through has been a different space to occupy. And as I open up space for it, today I tried something different, which was to simply say, Great Mother, what would you have me say to us? What would you have come through me as a message for my brothers and sisters of the light? And the message was very simple. It's going to be okay. I don't know about you, but just leaning into the idea that with all of these things going on, that it will be okay, almost feel revolutionary. It feels revolutionary. It also feels relaxing. It feels like there's breath as a part of it. And the message that I've been consistently saying that I'm realizing is a part of her gift to us is the message that breath is our friend. And now, as I lean into both of these ideas, we have established that she wants me to speak to you on the it's going to be okay. But I'm going to start with breath as our friend. Of all the parts of our lives that we are aware of, inside and outside of ourselves, breath is likely the one that gathers our attention. It gathers us up. It regulates our interactions, not only with ourselves, but with each other. And so breath is a companion that allows us to see ourselves. Most of us would never call breath a companion. Most of us would never call breath a friend, but breath is truly a regulating force that allows us to move with the degree of it's going to be okay. If you've ever struggled with breath, and I have, if you've ever witnessed someone who's struggling with breath, and I have, you can understand more or less the inexperience as well as the experience of what it means to need and not be able to get one's breath. When someone is struggling with their ability to breathe, usually it puts them into a very quiet, reflective space. All they can do is talking to them is almost impossible because they're just trying to breathe. It becomes a primary relationship. And it has always been a primary relationship, a companionship. Our breath can help us regulate our heart. When we take it down and deep, we can feel this inflation and energetic rise in our bodies when we bring that breath all the way in, down, and through. At least I can. I've learned to be sensitive enough to my body to witness that. And I've also learned to enjoy the cough that shows up when I take in that breath and something's not there. I enjoy the experience of clearing my passageways to allow safe entry of my breath in and out. During this time of COVID, many of us have had a chance to form an even deeper relationship to breath because of maybe wearing the mask or not wearing the mask. Witnessing people who have lost their O2 and having their oxygen levels drop down to terrifying levels, who are fighting to maintain their friendship, their relationship to breath. So when I say that breath is our friend, it is the friend that shows up from the time we are here in that inhale. And it will be one of the last friends to go when we make that final, when we leave these physical bodies. So when we make that relationship with breath, it can help us honor what Mother Energy is telling me to share with you today, which is that it's gonna be okay, y'all. It really is. We get so tight in how it has to be done and how it must be done and how it should be done. And if only they would, and if only I would, and if only we would, and if only, and if only, and if only, and if only we would just know that there is something greater than you and me assisting us in our becoming. And that us getting tight, and stressed only impacts the vessel that is holding our spirit. And when we can lean into the okay, and I get it, when you're feeling frantic and your breath is not there, it can cause anxiety, right? So if you don't, I've been there. When I tell you all, I've struggled with breath. I say this as someone who never struggled with breath and then had it show up. And how I had to find this peace even inside of my franticness, my anxiety, my fear that I would not get another breath in, that I could not get another breath in. as I was drowning inside of myself, on dry land, as they would call it, I began to have relationship with even those fine sips of air and being okay. And when I didn't feel okay, I knew where to go get help. So, how do we get help when we're not feeling okay? How do you get help when you're not feeling okay? What do you do? Who do you turn to? What are your sources for peace and solace in the midst of? In the midst of. As energetic beings, I know the reality of what happens when those who are in the center of their home, be that the mother, be that the father, be that the mother-father unit, be that the auntie, the grandma, the grandpa, whoever's at the center of that home, when you have a true feeling of peace, not the false peace, not the false peace of everything's fine, but we all know it's not because we can feel it in the air. But when you have the true peace of it is what it is, and I'm moving through, and we can move through, and we'll get through, it brings a level of peace for those around you. I've witnessed it. I know what it's like to have a child in my arms and know that my peace became their peace. And if I was peace, they were peace. And when I wasn't peace, they weren't peace, and nothing I could do could bring them peace. In fact, they were needing me to find my peace so I could demonstrate for sometimes in some ways, how they could find theirs. And they began to know when I wasn't peace what to do for me. Here's some water, mommy. Mommy needs some time. Now, and so that's one thing. So to find your peace and your okay, maybe this becomes a time when you form relationship with nature, form relationship with expression, form relationship with how you get the frantic energy out of you. How do you get it out? So that you can find the okay. Not perfect, not fixed, just the okay. That's all we have to look for. Humanity has existed for a very long time. And yes, we are living in these times where we wonder if we'll make it through. And then we begin looking at all the ways in which we are challenged with making it through. These people over here are crazy. These people over here are pointing at you saying you're crazy. We're looking at all these things, and what do we do when it begins to make a craziness? And if before you know it, you may begin holding your breath tight in your body of what to do, breathing very, as opposed to, okay. Giving you two very different ways to engage in our reality. So the energy of the mother wants me to assure you that this okay is a part of, it's a gift of our divine nature, our connection to the one, to source, to all that is. And if your relationship to the all that is limited by a book, this one happens to be the New Oxford Bible. I picked it up on purpose. If your relationship to the one is only based on a book, you might be limiting the one, that which is unlimited, that which is, we can never know all of who and what it can be. So if we have a universe that keeps on going, if we have a divine law that has been shown to us that energy is neither created nor destroyed, only transferred, there is this possibility to Come out of our fear and into our acceptance. Come out of our anxiety and into our flow. Come out of these spaces and become someone who can breathe through it because I'm still here. I've nearly died a few times. Yeah, I didn't say once. I didn't say twice. I said a few times. And I'm understanding why I was chosen, some would say, to experience this relationship with life and death. Why I've experienced this breaking of my heart, literally, through traumas in our world, and being put back together by care and kindness. I witnessed what it's like to give up my breath and want to die. Want to die. Even after I lived, I was like, why? I just wanted to, I had my plan. I would hear the voice, just drive into traffic, you know? And I know I'm not the only one who has experienced those shadows. And they can gang up on you. So when I bring to you, brothers and sisters of the light, this understanding that our shadow will be with us. Our doubt will be with us. Our anxiety is going to walk with us. You know, our experiences as humans become part of our medicine, and that medicine only occurs. We metabolize and create that sacred medicine when we learn how to get in front of it ourselves. When we accept that I am okay. And then you become someone who is both and. You're not someone who says this thing is this thing and I'll just forget about it. It's not real. No, you become someone who knows just how real it is. So when you tell the person, when I say to you that it will be okay, there's a part of you on a cellular, energetic level that feels the truth of my saying, for some reason I believe you. And you believe me because I've been there. I've been there. I've been through. I know the path is through. There are times when we can jump over it. There are times when we can slide by it. There are other times when we wake up and it's in and we're in it. When we were walking and before we knew it, we were surrounded by it. And the mother wants us all to know that we're going to be okay. On the other side of this is something greater and more beautiful than any of us have ever even. We can't even conceptualize the possibilities of what can be in store for us when we yield into the okay and breathe, allowing for the natural ebb and flow of life to carry us further. The natural ebb and flow of life. We don't even have to orchestrate it. We just have to allow it. And that can be huge, just the allowing, the making peace with the anxiety, the making peace with the fear, the making peace with the shadows and the doubts and the misgivings and the ways where you feel like you could have been, the ways we hold ourselves so tight. We can see it in the ways we hold others so tight. And we become tight. And before we know it, we're holding our breath in shallow. You only get this much room. And the truth of it is, inside of there's still a way through that fine point. But I'll tell you, when we yield to the greatness of the I am, as I yield to the greatness of the I am, I know that my only job is to find flow and to breathe, and then to show up, when I'm called. So that's it for me today. I'm going to pull a card. Yep. I'm going to pull a card today. And then I'm going to play the bowls. Huh. I like the card that's on the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to pull a card and then play the crystal bowls to feed us on this energy of being okay. So I'm giving thanks for Great Spirit, for Mother, Father, Source, for the is and the I am. I'm just giving thanks for it. I'm giving thanks for being okay. I'm giving thanks for breath and heart and love. I'm giving thanks for difficulties. Why? Because shit, sometimes those on the other side of those victories is greatness, and mediocrity just don't sit well with me. I get bored easily. So grand rising to each and every one of you here, and we're going to see what card wants to come through today. We have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing when I look at the Four of Pentacles really is this understanding of what we either are holding on tightly to from a positive or a negative place. You may have outgrown your circumstances and situation, and it may be time for you to stand up off of what you've outgrown. Or you may need to be holding close to who and what you are, holding on to the truth of your value, looking at you as royalty even inside of this world. So choosing which direction you want to be in as it relates to this Four of Pentacles space, I invite you to look at your reality and being okay wherever you are, however you're moving through, that you are okay. Let's see. I'm going to see the next two cards. Yep. I'm going to just keep those because I can make this longer. I think the okay was the message for today. In whichever way we choose to do. Maybe another day I'll start doing longer readings with you all. I think you might like that. I got a few different systems I use, so a number of them. But I just want you all to hear and know, and we're going to now play the bowls. We're going to play the bowl, and thank you for being with me today. Yeah, I want to play this one, the big bowl, my mama bowl. So blessings to you all. We're going to play the crystal bowl. If you've not heard that, familiar, that's what I do at the end of these conversations. I then play a meditation. So listen as you are able to. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Remember to Brothers and sisters of the light, this is our journey. This is what it looks like. We don't get to check out even when we want to. We're still impacting people even when we leave. That's the nature of energy and impact. So we're going to be here. Let's form a relationship with our okayness. Let's form a relationship with our breath as a tool for heart regulation, for body reintegration. That breath is our friend. And all we have to do right now, brothers and sisters, is just keep going. That's the message for today. Blessings to you all. And I'll see you all tomorrow in the Sacred Mother Portal.